They created the war on drugs to criminalize black folks. It was never about drugs. It was about political control. Nixon had a picture with him shaking the hands of Elvis Presley, who later died from the amount of prescription drugs he was taking, while telling everybody else that the black drug dealer, the black weed seller, was public enemy number one. And they were arresting black men for having marijuana. And they were filling the prison systems. When Nixon left office, under the shadow of what he did, and the other presidents came in, whether you look at Ford and you look at Carter, they kept this idea going to some extent, both. As much as I like Jimmy Carter's, the reality was that war on drugs never went away. So by the time Reagan came into the office in the 80s, Reagan said, wow, we really need to double down on this. And they escalated the war on drugs to a new level. During the beginning, from 81 to 89, they doubled down on sentencing laws for minor infractions. They militarized the police. They gave them federal funding to go in and destroy black communities. And then they came up with the 100-to-1 crack versus powder cocaine. In other words, white folks could get powder cocaine. Black people were making crack. We're going to demonize crack worse, and we're going to make the sentencing 100 times worse. We're going to get them addicted to this. I used to tell somebody, who gave these folks the science, the chemistry, to be able to go in and make crack? Because it's not a process that you just think of. The size of a few sugar packets have men in jail for the rest of their life, because they had studied and realized that powder cocaine at the time was more popular with white users. And they had concentrated the flow of crack cocaine into the minority communities. And their mass incarceration exploded, because now we have put gasoline on it. Remember to say no to drugs, Nancy Reagan? Now we did that, and now we're going to lock up these people. They said it was a criminal epidemic until their people started getting addicted. Then it became a public health issue. And black people, sadly, almost all of us know someone in our families, in our lives, right, whose life was destroyed by crack cocaine, either by the use of the drug or the laws that were put into place to lock them up for the drug.